Welcome back. UND volleyball holds the best overall record in the Big Sky at 19-4, but dropped 2 matches last week on the road to Sacramento State and Portland State. Those two teams have a combined 1 league loss. As UND is in the smack in the middle of a 4-game road swing, our Alex Heinert caught up with head coach Mark Pryor before the team left for this weekend's matchups with Montana and Montana State.
Thanks, Kelly. Well, Mark Pryor, thanks for the time today. This is a place you've not been very much. As the case in most volleyball seasons, a lot of matches on the road. After this weekend, it'll be 9 of your last 11. How's the road life been treating you?
You know, we got back this past week, and what's funny was they changed some of the locks. We hadn't been here long enough. So, like, to add insult to injury, like our key card's not getting in, and we're like, man, it was a bad weekend, but I didn't know I got canned. You know, so it was difficult. We're so happy that we're like, if we can just survive this next week, then we're at home for the stretch run. And it's one of those, when we put the schedule together, we knew it was going to be difficult, and we realized it, you know. So it was just like, all right, one more weekend, let's go fight it out.
Yeah, you had told me last week, again, this stretch with 4 straight conference games on the road was going to be the toughest stretch in the season. And, and it's been proven to be that. A couple tough games last weekend against Sac State and Portland State.
You know, it's one of those that the word I used was, it was very Dickensian. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. The thing was, we went 0-2 by a total of 7 points. Yeah. So losing 15-12 in the fifth at Sac State. And to be honest, we really did not play exceptional. We had 4 starters that really, all at the same time, had really inopportune matches.
Sure.
We can handle 1, 2, and probably 3 of those. But when you've got all 4, it's like, okay, it's not going to happen. And then there was a little bit of a hangover effect at Portland State. I actually think Portland State is a little further along than Sac State. And we were right there with them, and just a 23-25 and a 24-26.
Yeah, one of the quotes you used was just the fact there wasn't enough competitive consistency, I think was the phrase that you used. What is that? And that's not been something that's been an issue this season. But where does that kind of stem from, and how do you fix that?
You know, I think some of it, it's one of those things, and we talked to him. I go, guys, look, it's not a timeout issue with us to call timeout sooner or later. Because I talked to him, hey, do you need me to take timeout sooner to kind of stop runs? Sure. Do you guys want to be able to feel like you want to work through it? Because we always go back and forth. I was like, guys, you realize, like, I'm on your side, right? And they're like, no, we get that, you know. So I think sometimes, some of our kids, and they can even tell you, they didn't realize, they knew it was going to be really difficult because everybody's coming at you. And last year, it was very much that we were just chase. It's not the case anymore. You know, and it's a different mindset for them. And I think it's a mindset that's going to make us tougher as the season goes on. But we're going to have some of these, you know, some of these trip ups to where it's like, whoa, I had no idea it was going to be that hard. So, you know, it's part of the learning. And we got done. Guys, I know you're frustrated, but let's, big picture, you're 19-4.
Yeah.
You know, let's look at big picture. Let's work to get it going again, see if we can get 1 or 2 on the road this weekend, and then we're home for the stretch run.
Quick and short would not be the words I would use to describe your upcoming bus trip to Montana and Montana State. Just talk a little bit about the journey out to Big Sky Country this weekend and games on Friday and Saturday against the Cats and the Grizz.
Well, I'm sure on the trip out there's going to be some really I bet any film that we watch, anyone associated with those is going to be at home on Oscar night. I don't get to choose. Some of them are pretty tragic, but it's what the kids want to watch. Fine, do your thing. You know, it's a long trip, but because of, if anyone has flown lately, and if anyone has seen our team, a lot of the players from our team don't really fit well in those seats. So instead of us going Grand Forks to Minneapolis, Denver, you know, Missoula or Denver Bozeman, we're going to get on a bus, we're going to go, you know, they'll be able to rest, they'll be able to study, they'll be able to kind of move around a little bit more than they can actually on the plane. So that'll kind of help out. We'll get out to Missoula, get a really good stretch in, have a really good practice on Friday. Then we get done playing in Bozeman, then we'll head over to Missoula, and then we'll start bussing back. But I think the whole idea of bussing back is, once we know that we're coming home, we know we're coming home for a long time. Yeah. And that's something that's really exciting the team.
Yeah, lots to look forward to for this group, playing some games in the Betty here on your home floor. It's Montana State Friday at 8 o'clock, Montana Saturday. Mark, thanks again so much for the time. Enjoy the bus trip, and we'll talk to you about it next week.
Yeah, great, thanks.
Mark Pryor. Back to you, Kelly.
Good stuff. Thanks, Alex. When we come back, Jody Norset and Carla Metz battle it out in head-to-head, and later a preview of our live NSIC Game of the Week, Sioux Falls at Wayne State. Stay tuned.
Midco Sports Tonight, presented by Avera Orthopedics.